Alright guys, welcome back. I'm going to really rattle through this one extremely quick because I did say I weren't going to put another video out until after launch. But as I'm just sort of preparing, before launch tomorrow, there's a few things that I'm just checking that I've got on my character or checking that I'm prepared with, ready for when the Dark Portal opens. So I thought I'd share it with you. It might spur on some ideas, or you might have forgot about this, or you might not know about it. So there's only, I don't know, 6 or 7 points that I'm going to go over, and as I say, I want to get through them really quick. So there's going to be no fluff. Other than, make sure you obviously like. Have you done it yet? No? Okay. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and if you're a content creator or you stream over on Twitch, I've started a no copyright music channel basically here on YouTube. Links in the description below. It's called Safe Sounds. Please make sure you go and show it some support, subscribe. If you know a content creator or you know a streamer, please just share the channel with them, get them to subscribe. There's like 2 to 3 songs being added daily, and I've got enough content on there for like a year. And then there's going to be sort of 10, 15 hour playlists that are going to be uploaded over the next couple of weeks as well. I'm just waiting for a few things to be finalised. And also, they'll be on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music. Basically, you name it, these playlists will be on all of them. They're just going through the approval process at the moment. And on top of that, there'll be a 24/7, 365 days a year live radio station on the same channel as well. So, as I say, please make sure you subscribe. Really does help out. But onto the WoW stuff. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the level of preparation you're going through, whether you're just going to be taking it casually or you're going extremely hardcore. Either way, you might as well have some quests in your quest log now. So if you haven't got a full quest log, you're sat just waiting for the Dark Portal to open tomorrow, twiddling your thumbs, sat in Stormwind, not knowing what to do, then make sure your quest log is full, because the lag at the Dark Portal when it goes live is going to be immense anyway. Getting through is going to be difficult enough. I've got a full quest log, near enough. I'm a couple short actually, but I've got loads of, this item starts a quest items, such as Heart of a Car, Nefarian's Head, things like that. So again, maybe if you've got nothing to do and you're not locked out to the raids, get in a GDKP run to try and get those for some easy XP. Because the XP you're going to get from these quests at level 60 are pretty much identical or give more XP than what you're going to get for the first quest in Outland. So again, if you haven't got a full quest log, I would recommend you go and get some quests done, even if you don't get it full. I mean, if you haven't seen the spreadsheet that I've been using, which wasn't made by me, but I sort of adopted it to my own, and people have been using it and changing it about to suit their character as well, then there's a link to it in the description, but it's on my Discord, so just join Discord and you'll see it in the content request channel. Bag space seems really basic, but bag space, make sure you're not carrying like your UBRS key or your Onyxia neck or anything like that, or your Scowl of Onyxia cape, things that are in your bag that you're just not going to need. Get them put in the bank, because bag space is going to be important. Doesn't matter whether you're going to be doing quests or you're going to be solo grinding or you're going to be doing dungeons. Obviously, if your bag space is rubbish and you've only got like 4 slots available or something, and you're slowing your group down in dungeons because you're having to keep deleting stuff or herfing out and selling up or whatever, it will just slow things down. Same goes for if you're questing. You go out and do your first 2 quests and your inventory's full already. Just have a nice clear bag space going in, which leads nicely on to what you should have in your bag: consumables. So even if it's just superior mana pots like I've stacked up on, I'm going to be healing a dungeon cleave group, so just the superior mana potions will be enough, just to occasionally mean I don't need to drink. And the same if you was out questing, mana pots or elixir of the mongoose, just any basic elixirs that are just going to give you that extra bit of player power or reduce a little bit of downtime. Because you may, as I say, you might be doing it casually, you might not be in a rush, but even if you're doing it casually, surely you still want to get sort of the most XP an hour you can. Do you know what I mean? So just by using a mana potion on cooldown instead of sat drinking for a minute or 30 seconds or whatever, it's just going to speed up and make the experience probably just a lot more enjoyable. Something else that might make the level 60 to 63 enjoyable: world buffs. I know we hate world buffs, we've had enough of world buffs and we can't wait to see the back of them. But you might as well go in with full world buffs. Just get world buff tonight, just that one last time, just so you've got maximum, again, player power it comes down to. You've got maximum player power, so you're going to be killing mobs quicker or you're going to be clearing dungeons quicker. It will only last up to 63, but it's a couple of hours of a lot of attack power, a lot of crit or a lot of spell power or whatever, whatever you make use of out of the world buffs. But ultimately, for the sake of getting them one last time, it's definitely going to be worth it. Have you got a second account? Have you got like a mage that can port you around when you're handing your quests in before you go through the dark portal? Have you got a warlock or clickers in place that you've organised with your guild? If you haven't organised that with your guild, you might want to. We've got it all planned out. You know, we're going to be summoning from like Silithus to EPL, and then to Storm, we're using a mage portal to Stormwind, and then to Blasted Lands, blah blah blah. You know, we've got it planned out, sort of the route that we're going to do. It might not work because there'll probably be so much lag. People who, I don't know, DC, miss the portal, miss the summon because of DCs, or well, you know, we know it's going to be terrible, but we've done whatever we can. So if you haven't done that and you want to talk to your guild and you want to get some clickers in place just to help that, you know, initial sort of handing in stacked up quests and stuff like that, just to speed it up a little bit, might be worth something thinking about. And then again, it really comes down to what you're going to be doing on your way to 70. But if you're dungeon grinding, are you and your teammates that you're going to be dungeon grinding with, have you had a little bit of a chat beforehand? Have you got your schedules aligned? Do you know what initial playtime you're going to do? How much you're going to sleep? All of that. I know it sounds pretty. Now we're getting into a bit more hardcore territory where you're actually like working on a schedule. But if you've got a dungeon group and you know, these guys are going to be farming to level 70 with you, and you know, you oversleep by 4 or 5 hours because you didn't think it was a problem, you know, you just thought, well, you go to bed, you get up and you start whenever, you know, you might be letting your team down. So having a little chat with your team just to see what, you know, what is the score? Are we having 5 hours sleep? Are we having 7 hours sleep? Are we, you know, are we having the day off and then we're just going to start the next day? What, you know, whatever route you're taking, but you know, being clear on how that's going to work from the word go. And this seems like a weird one to throw in as like, you know, a last minute prep video, but I've been doing exactly that today. I've been touching in with the dungeon cleaving group, being like, you know, what have we got? Have we got repair bots? Have we got consumables? You know, how long are we going to be playing for? You know, just finding out like that we're all aligned. So no one's going to be disappointed or angry or anything like that, because we know exactly what's going to be going on from start to finish. And while I was talking about repair bots and stuff like that, that's my last point. You know, have you got an engineer in the group for repair bots so you haven't got to keep going back to town to repair or sell up? You know, have you all got your Spirit of Zanzar buff? You know, the potion, I know you can only carry one, but pop one, carry one. You know, 20% movement speed for a couple of hours, very, very useful. Just really goes alongside with your world buffs, and it's not gonna obviously stop you from using like an elixir or a mongoose or something like that. So definitely worth just popping over and getting one. And then if you are engineers, or you've got engineers, if you've got sappers, you know, just make the most of your professions as a group, because everything that you can do just to speed it up, the better. Even if you're like duo leveling, you know, it's just two of you that are running around questing together. You know, is one of you an engineer and you can have repair bots, because all of them little things that just save your hearthstoning or flying or running or whatever, you know, it all just saves time. So these are the things that I'm going to be doing tonight on stream. I stream over on twitch.tv/Scottejaye87, by the way. Come and check me out. I'm going to be streaming pretty much the entire launch and all the way to 70, all the way to clearing tier 4. You know, I'm going to be going fairly hard for a couple of weeks, so amount of YouTube videos that come out probably will decrease a little bit, but you're going to be busy playing as well anyway, so you're probably not going to be that bothered. But as I say, this was just a quick one, but please do like if you like this, subscribe to the channel, go check out Safe Sounds, and I'll see you over on Twitch.